Team mood is good. We had quite a chilled last 3 days. A couple of other guys went to Ayers Rock and had a night there, and a couple of us played golf yesterday. And then obviously the first training session today, and the game starts tomorrow. So we're all looking forward to the next week ahead.
And can I just ask about your own position? Obviously, I mean, you were in Australia last year and made the headlines for the wrong reasons, having to come back to the UK. For you now almost to be trying to push for a test place back in Australia, is this a moment you thought might never come?
Over the last year, a lot's been said about that. I think when I did get back, I set my mind on putting everyone's mind right, and making sure that they knew that I did want to play for England and get back into the team. I think I've done the right things and gone about the right way, and here I am today. So it's brilliant.
Ben, talking about selection for Adelaide, you've obviously got an extra string to your bow with the bowling as well. Probably extra overs are going to be needed to be bowled in Adelaide. It's probably going to be a quite flat pitch. Do you feel that gives you a little bit of maybe an edge, something else you can bring to it?
Being an all-rounder does help. You've got two strings to your game, but it's at the end of the day, it's up to Cookie and Andy who they want to come in. As I said to Tim before, there's probably the three guys who've got the chance to try and get into that number 6. Whether, as I said, it's me or not, Gary or Johnny, probably the other two up for grabs. But we've got this next 2 days to go out there and really put our hands up and try and get into there.
Do you feel, Ben, if that opportunity did come in Adelaide, you would be ready for it now at this stage of your career, both kind of as a bloke but also as a cricketer?
Definitely. I think if I thought to myself, I don't think I'm ready for this, then I think I'll be looking at the wrong way. It's what every cricketer wants to be a part of, which is an Ashes Test match and Ashes series. If I didn't feel like I was ready, then I'll be taking a long, hard look at myself.
Even being sort of as a non-playing member of the Test series so far, what have you made of the intensity? Does it feel like a different set of circumstances for a cricketer being out here in the middle of the action?
Well, even sat there on the bench over the 4 days, the intensity was really high. I got a buzz just sat there with the bib on, running the drinks out. It was a great experience, and it's something that the first time that I've ever experienced, something that I'll never forget. And hopefully, the next test we'll be the victors and get one back.
Ben, just going back to what Tim mentioned a few months ago, I don't know how you felt back then, but it just does show how quickly things can change if you do the right things. It's probably 8 months ago or something like 10 months back.
Yeah, obviously what happened was not great, which is something that I wasn't proud of. But I did set myself out to change it all around and get Andy Flower, thinking this guy's serious in what he wants to do. But you put in the hard work, and you get rewards, and I think this has been a big reward for myself getting on this trip.
Tim? About the intensity of the last match, it ended on a bit of a low, really. Michael Clarke got fined. Sledging's become a real fallout issue from the first test. We've seen you obviously bowling one-day cricket. What's your own approach when you're sort of steaming at a batsman? And what do you think is almost fair enough in what goes on out in the middle?
Sledging is, you take it, it's our jobs, and we're very passionate about it. Whether obviously Clarke got the fine from the ICC, and that's up to them to make the decision. But everything that's said on the pitch is left on the pitch. We're in competition and war, as it's like. So things can get a bit heated, and everyone's got that competitive side to them, and it definitely came out on show on that last day.
If you played in the Adelaide Test, it's something obviously that you'd have to be part of or be ready for, taking on almost whatever the Aussies sort of throw at you, really.
Well, yeah, you got to be ready. It's Ashes. It's massive. It's the pinnacle of Test cricket, especially England and Australia. If I do go in there, I'm going to be the new guy. So I'm ready for it, and probably ready for quite a lot of stickers it would be.